Hi, I'm Tristan Blackwolf, and I was just having a little think. Ignore the smell of smoke in the air. And it occurred to me, I was having issues with directions lately. I'm not talking about the kind of directions you get down in, like, the South. Well, you do about a half a mile or so over to where the old Hess Hughes station used to be. Take a left. You get down to where the old barn burned down about 25 years ago, and then turn left onto that dirt road, and maybe eventually you'll get to where you're supposed to. I mean, you have interesting directions, but that's not the kind I mean. I'm talking about directions on products. For example, take a look at a shampoo bottle. Lather, rinse, repeat. To quote Devo, how long can this go on? Is there a loop? Do we go back to the beginning again? How many times do we repeat? Lather, rinse, repeat. Lather, rinse, repeat. Lather, rinse, repeat. Lather, rinse, repeat. We keep going on. It's sort of like that little thing that you have at the end of a piece of music, which tells you that you're supposed to get to a certain point and then repeat the same phrase, presumably only once, but they don't know that. Maybe they want you to keep going. You get people like, I don't know, Terry Riley in a little piece called In C. You can keep repeating that for a long time. I also have trouble with directions for, like, microwave, okay? Microwave directions can be a little strange. Get a little microwave, ZT pack or something like that, all right? So it tells you, for example, after you heat it up and then you stir it and then you heat it up some more, it tells you to let it rest in the microwave for 1 or 2 minutes. But it doesn't say rest. It says let product stand for 1 to 2 minutes. How do I know if it's standing? I see no legs on this thing. For all I know, it's sitting. Is it okay for it to sit in the microwave? And if so, how long? I mean, as long as it's standing in the microwave, according to the directions, that's fine. But what if it's not following the directions? Maybe it's feeling rebellious. Maybe my little spaghetti product is actually crouching. That's scary. I have this feeling I'm going to open the door and it's going to come after me like some sort of thing from Alien Facehugger, sort of the spaghetti version. Just saying, it's possible, okay? I worry about this. Now, this is where we get into other directions that really make no sense. For example, warning labels, okay? Once upon a time in the great state of America, yes, I call it a state because it's in such a state, there was a lawsuit over getting burned by a cup of hot coffee. Now, let me give you the background on this. This happened at a McDonald's, I believe it was in California, and the actual specific McDonald's probably deserved to have their little toes sewed off because, quite frankly, they kept the coffee at boiling point. They didn't keep it at 180 degrees or 190, 212. It was boiling, okay? So when you spill something boiling on you, that's scalding, that's not good. So they had to do two things. First, they paid the lady money, which is one thing, because I believe it was a lady who sued. And then they had to put a little warning label on the coffee cup. Caution, contents may be hot. Well, if you order a hot cup of coffee, you're hoping that it's hot. But still, they have to warn you that it just might be hot. Now, if you've let it sit for a while, and it's still in the same cup, is it still hot? I think not. And then you have an interesting problem because the contents may no longer be hot. They may be cold. Too cold? What happens if it's too cold? You take this coffee, and you take a sip of it expecting nice, hot, flowing fluid to go down your throat and warm you throughout, and it's ice cold. They don't warn you about that part. No, it's just the contents may be hot. But somebody had to put that on the side of a coffee cup because somebody else could not understand what it meant to have a hot cup of coffee. Sometimes too hot, like in that case, but still. So the thing that worries me about this is other directions that you see. Now, there is somewhere out there a chainsaw, a gas-powered portable chainsaw, with a warning label on the side that reads, and I'm quoting from memory, "Do not attempt to stop running chainsaw with hands or genitals." This warning label became required because someone attempted these feats. I don't know where the lawsuit began. I would think probably in Texas, because after all, you're talking about a state whose state motto is, hold my beer, I want to try something. How dumb do we have to get before we finally have an instruction that says, just, no, sit in your bed, do nothing, don't go out, don't have any interaction with anyone, you're not fit to live. And even then, someone will keep trying.